Monday, everybody. I'm J Marqeez with J Marqeting. We call you close and power prospecting live and direct from my home office in West LA. We'll be here off Westwood. Been down here a couple of weeks now, a couple of weeks more for sure, potentially longer. None of that really matters. What do? I am a proven and professional cold calling machine. Real estate professionals, investors, retail, wholesale will hire me as their virtual sales team, which is J Marqeting. Our service is called We Call You Close. We Call You Close is a nationwide ISA service for retail and wholesale listing professionals. So wholesale that want to acquire and then flip. None of that really matters. Bottom line is you guys hire me to make calls and set appointments because you're too busy to be doing it for yourselves, or you're not that good. Preferably, I'm working with realtors and wholesalers that are just too busy now to keep calling consistently. So now they hire a service like mine to continue to build that pipeline, right? And then now Power Prospecting is my training program where I'll work with you guys one-on-one. If you want to get better with your cold calling and you're doing it yourself, you're not in a position to hire me or any other service. It makes sense to be calling for yourself. Then I have a program which will build some accountability in your life and help you get better in your overall results, hopefully. So we are live. We are logged into the Mojo dialer here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the intro music that I'm playing around with here. It's a non-copyright intro music that they have on Spotify. Okay. Give me a moment here, guys. Taking care of a few things. And if you guys are just tuning in on Instagram over here, YouTube, or Facebook, please, it would mean the world to me if you can show the emotion, like it, thumbs up, that type of thing, and subscribe. I have about 109 subscribers on YouTube right now. It would be fantastic by the end of the year to hit 1,000. That's a goal. Only you guys can determine that. So if you'd like to help me with that, go ahead and just hit the subscribe button. And then once I do get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a $100 Amazon gift card. Those of you guys that want to participate in the contest, you'll automatically be entered. And then let's see, what other house cleaning stuff? You'll see, give me a moment. About 109. You'll see a link on the stream on Facebook to one of my groups. That's my training program group, my public group. There's about 90 realtors in there now. If you want to go in the group and check it out, that's for you guys. It's just a public group which we share information to get better with our cold calling, our prospecting, and overall performance as independents, business owners, retail, real estate professionals, investors, mortgage guys, gals, solar guys, gals. You guys are all out there. Whoever it is that enjoys my content, this stuff is for you guys. If there's anything that I'm not doing that you would like for me to do and integrate into my shows, my streams that I do, just let me know. So there's a few reasons I do these lives. Now, I figured out a few years ago that I perform better when I have an audience. So whether that's in a sales room with other people doing the same thing, or if I'm by myself and I create a community and I start doing these lives, right? So that's why I do these. Primary, secondary is if I can help you guys get better when I'm calling by giving you insights and answering questions and showing you my techniques, then great. Also, it's an introductory to what my training program would be. And also it potentially for you realtors that are looking to hire a service like mine, an ISA service, cold calling service, somebody to make calls for you. You can watch my content to get an idea of how I work, right? Full transparency, guys. I fully believe in that with my personal and my professional life. I feel like that's what I owe to you guys. If I'm going to be out here on social media, creating a business, grinding, I owe you guys some transparency. So over the last few years, that's something that I really am striving for. So if there's anything that you notice that I can be doing any better, just let me know, guys. I love critiques. Now, stay in your lane. Make sure that if you're going to critique that you're staying in your lane. I guess that's what it comes down to. All right. So what do you guys want to call first? Well, I'm asking you, but I have an idea. Typically, what I usually start off with is the off-market listings for the day. So any listings that came off of the market as expired and then canceled for the day. Now, because we had Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to call those days as well. So let's go ahead and pull data. We're not going to call it anything under 800. So everything over 800,000, we're going to reach out to. First things first, Mojo has a tool here that I'm going to use. And if you guys have Mojo, great. If not, consider it. There's other platforms out there, but it's just one of the big three, I would say. Mojo, Vulcan, RedX. There's other ones out there, of course. But those are the three that I've used over the years that I am most confident with. But Mojo has a skip tracing tool. One big problem I was running into with other platforms was that I was getting a lot of disconnected, bad numbers, just not even the right information. Very frustrating. Now, that's been eliminated pretty much, about 90% with the skip tracing tool. You know, with that tool, it's only about $30 a month. I can run all of my data through that tool. It's going to double check all public records and give me any additional information that I could potentially use for my prospecting, right? So let's just see. I'm just running it on all of the new data here, and I'll give you guys an example of what it does. Like some of my other leads, it's gave me the correct owner full name, the correct owner address, maybe different phone numbers that we didn't have initially. To me, the skip tracing tool, if it's only $30 a month, and there's other ones out there like manual services you could pay. Somebody like on Fiverr, or you can get an assistant overseas to do some skip tracing for you. But that also involves training. And, you know, for me, if I have somebody, a human working with me, I want to make sure that it's perfect. And I just don't have time for that. So automation is huge for me. And if it's huge for me in what I do, if you're a realtor, if you're an investor, it's even huger. It's even more important to you guys. I feel like, you know. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to log into the dialer. Otherwise, I'll just talk at you guys forever and never make any calls. No. All right. So let's open up the filters. So today would be the 8th. We're going to call everything from Friday to today. And we're going to start with the ones from Friday and get warmed up with those guys. So I have 32 contacts, anything over 800,000 that expired from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. Now, important thing to do, what I do when I'm calling, when I go into a lead target like expired listings, is going in with a mindset of understanding the mindset of the target that I'm calling, okay? What I mean is understanding the type of mood or the place that these people are in that I'm calling. So first off, they're expired property owners. So their property was for sale. So they're in the process of considering selling a property, whether it's their primary residence or an investment. They had it for sale. They've been talking to realtors. They listed it, and now it's off the market. So what does that tell me? There was motivation to sell, right? Or there was at some point. Now, secondary, what it also tells me is that they possibly are frustrated because it came off the market as an expired listing because they planned to sell it and it didn't sell. Most sellers that are in that type of a situation, they're maybe a little frustrated. So I need to go in understanding that. Now, third, they're probably even more frustrated, a second level of frustration because me, other prospectors, other agents, other brokers, other investors are calling them about the property. Right? So now they're getting a lot of calls that the property's off the market. So imagine the level of frustration, right? Give me a moment here. Just got Google Voice is giving me a headache here. It's always something, right, guys? But here's the thing: with technology, there's always a workaround. We don't get frustrated and log out because technology, for me, guys, is huge. It saves so much time. I remember back in the day when I first started on the phones. I was talking about it with my cousin yesterday. I remember calling lead sheets on a piece of paper and having a pen and hand dialing these numbers, guys. Seriously. Let's do this. Since it's going to give me a headache, I'm just going to call in with my mobile phone. Doesn't matter what number how you call in to your dialer, whether you're using Google Voice, your mobile phone, an office line. That's completely up to you. You want to use whatever is the best connection.
Logged into the Mojo dialer, please press the start button on the screen to begin calling.
All right, let's see what's up with you guys over here. You guys ready to make some calls? Instagram. All right, so the camera angle is not that great with IG, but I'm not a camera guy, so I can really care less. All right, let's start making some calls. Because we're only using the single line. We'll have to change that.
Reach 657-204-9406. Linda and Jack aren't here, but if you leave a message, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Jack. This is Jeremy with John Hart Real Estate. I have a question about your property on Calabasas Peak Motorway. When you get this message, if you can call us back, 818-538-9015. 818-538-9015. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Linda. So the lead itself didn't have a name, so I just popped that in there. I'm not sure if that's the correct name or not, but it's a start. Sometimes we have to do our own manual skip tracing because remember, guys, this is our database. So the first time we go through leads, who cares? That's your opportunity to clean up your list because most likely, guys, if you're prospecting correctly, you're going through these leads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 times. So every time you go through it, you can clean up your list, clean up your data. I see it as an opportunity to do that because I know that I'm going to be coming back through. I know I'm not going to talk to that many people on that first call. And I know that I'm not a one and done type prospector. So I know that for me, when I go through the first time, if I'm taking out bad data or if I'm making notes, things like that, I'm basically skip tracing for myself, right? I'm preparing myself for that next call. And I'll share with you guys the 6 P's. It's kind of funny. So this has stuck with me over a decade, if not longer. I don't remember when I first heard this. But prior planning prevents piss poor performance. It's true. Preparation. All right, there we go. You guys can hopefully see me on the bottom, and then I have the dialing platform being shared. I like this style so that way I can kind of show you guys how I maneuver through the platform as I'm calling. And if you have questions, just ask. Again, this is the Mojo prospecting platform. This is I'm not with Mojo. I don't have a partnership with Mojo. This is just a platform that my client is using, and they plug me into it. So I don't have like a reseller agreement or anything like that with Mojo. However, I do recommend it. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. So if you guys could just say hello in the chats, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, let me know where you guys are tuning in from, whether you guys are watching this live or on a replay. If you could, if you have any questions in regards to what I'm doing or your prospecting, maybe stuff I can help you out with, please ask. The more that you comment and chat and interact, the more the platform that you're on will distribute my stream. So it's greatly appreciated, little stuff like that you guys do. That will just take you a moment. Doesn't hurt you or help you, but helps me a lot. Turn this down. I like watching sports when I'm calling, news, stuff like that.
Hello.
Oh man, she answered. Hopefully the call hammer calls her back. Shoot, that was that number I had just called. Sophie, it's Jeremy Marquez with John Hart. Hello. Oh, that must have been a voicemail. Sophie, it's Jeremy Marquez with John Hart Real Estate. We have a question about your property on Loma Linda. I know you're getting a lot of calls today about that property. So if you could, when you get a moment, just give us a ring. I work with Carl Markarian, specializes in income properties, multifamily, commercial, that type of thing. We work with a lot of buyers as well. We just sold one for 2.3. So we'd like to be able to talk to you about helping you getting this property sold. 538-9015. Again, that's area code 818-538-9015. Thanks, Sophie. Okay, guys. So because I know that that's the correct number, I left a manual voicemail, and now I'm gonna text him, and then about a minute or so will probably go by, and then I'm gonna call back. So the text can be really simple. And the reason I'm shooting the text, I just want to grab his attention. And then I'm hoping that when I call back, out of frustration or curiosity, he answers the phone. And I'm okay if he's frustrated, right? I'll be prepared for that. Okay, so basic text. It's been about a minute or so since I left the voicemail. Now he's getting that text. So let's try to redial it.
Please leave your message for
Sophie.
Okay, so no answer. It didn't work, but he got my text, he got my voicemail, and I will be calling him back probably later today. So we'll just continue on to the next. Sometimes it's worth a little special care. It takes 2 or 3 minutes, not every time, but if it's a $2 million property, of course, why not? Especially if it's a type of property that we normally work with. Now here's a $7 million property.
020.
I love calling in this market just because of the type of properties and the values and the interesting people that potentially live in them. It's exciting. I'll be honest, I like calling in Los Angeles. And it's very competitive, and it's not an easy market like calling in Orange Beach, Alabama or something like that. Nothing wrong with Orange Beach, Ricky. Just a different ball game when you're talking about cold calling. Completely different. So as you see, the triple line dialer has it, so it's calling 3 numbers at the same time. Time is huge. Optimizing my time is very important. We were talking about hand dialing earlier. It would probably take me about 3-4 hours to make 100 calls doing that. I don't know. I can bang out 100 calls without many conversations in about an hour or less. But it's not about just the number of dials. I want to make quality calls and I want to have conversations. But I know that it takes a lot of dials to be able to have the amount of conversations that I need daily. I'd like to be able to have 20 conversations or more every day. Now, if it's a not interested or interested conversation, if it's a real estate conversation, the more I have of those, the better. Because out of 5 conversations I have that are actually real estate related with a seller that has the ability to make a decision, out of 5, I will convert at least 1 to an appointment. I know that. That's what my numbers are, right? So I have to continue dialing in order to be able to hit my numbers. And so the great thing is when we use systems like this, we can look at the metrics. We can look and see how much time we spend to be able to have however many dials. And then how many dials does it take for Jeremy to be able to have 5 conversations? Because we know that it takes 5 conversations for him to have an appointment. So now we know how much time he needs to spend every day over time calling. And over time, as he gets better, those numbers will get better. And I'm using this in third party because as time goes on, I'm going to be building out a team of callers, right? Because eventually I'm going to take myself off of the phone and I'm going to have a bunch of little mini me's calling for my clients as I continue to grow my services. At some point in next year, I probably will be a licensed agent as well, listing my own property. That's going to be in the works. Solo, I would do it independent. Working with a brokerage like an EXP or something like that, which gives me as much flexibility as I need. Because for going on 6 years now, I've been prospecting real estate for real estate listings. I've had hands in a lot of transactions that I've helped convert from the very start of the relationship. So it makes perfect sense for me to evolve to a point where, as I'm scaling my business, what we call you close and power prospecting, to go ahead and get my real estate license and sell some property too. So why not, right? So since I'm already calling, why not show up to the meeting? Why not list the property? Why not sell the property? So we're going to switch it up. We're going to do some cancels. I haven't called some cancels in a few days. Let me see if you guys are chatting over here on Instagram. It's the only way to really look at the. Well, what's up, Patsy? I didn't see you. Oh, by the way, yeah, we love Mondays. Mondays are great. I love getting back to the grind on a Monday. So I got a text back from that seller. So we already have an agent. That's fine. Let me see which one it was. So they have an agent, and I'm asking for a conversation. So I'm not asking for them to sign an agreement. I'm asking for a conversation, and we'll see where they go from there. This is that 10-unit property I just called on and left a voicemail on. It worked, right? My technique. They didn't answer the phone right away, but they texted me back, and now we're conversating. So you guys better take note on that if you're having issues with contact. And I have issues with contact all the time, which is why I creatively always am trying different things to be able to get people to pick up the phone. All right, so we're going to call some canceled listings. So these ones, the sellers or the realtor canceled the listing. Either they decided to not to sell, they're going to make some repairs, or the seller potentially is looking for a different realtor. And so if they are, then I'd set up a meeting for them to meet with my client. Now, if you guys are the realtors, you'd be just setting up a meeting for yourself. Simple.
Please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Byron. My name is Jeremy Marquez. I'm calling you from the Carl Marquarian team over here at John Hart Real Estate. And we saw that you had taken your unit number 40 off of the market. Wanted to get with you and talk to you about some things that we do differently. When you get this message, if you can get this, give us a ring back or a text with a better time to call you. 818-538-9015. 818-538-9015. Thank you. All right, on to the next. It's a $1.2 million condo. Now, again, these are canceled. So they took it off of the market and canceled the listing. So let's find out what happened. If they're open to talking, that's all we need, a conversation, right?
Hello?
Hi, I was calling for Brad or Christine.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
I'm sorry. Have a good day. On to the next.
Hello?
Hello, I was calling for Lisa Meyer.
Lisa's on phone.
Should I call back?
I don't know. Maybe in the noche.
Okay, thank you. Lisa's not home. On to the next. We'll call back at night. That's what she suggested. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hello.
You're the phone.
So again, these are canceled listings, over 800,000. They took it off the market from Friday up until today. What I know is that that's what I know. Hello. Hello, is anybody there? Tried calling them back and they did the same thing previously, so I don't know what's going on there. On to the next. Hello. Hello, can I speak to Inco or Margarita? We're just a little bit late to the punch, it seems like. Let's call these people back. This is nice.
Four, three, one. Voice message system 81880099918 is not available. At the tone.
Hi, Gil and Sharon. We're calling about the property in Studio City on Hill Slope. This is Jeremy with the Carl Marqueting team at John Hart. If you can give us a call back, 818-538-9015, 818-538-9015. All right, so let me check out YouTube over here, see what kind of trash you guys are talking. Not much. So if you guys have been tuning in or if you're watching a replay, because I do archive everything on YouTube and on my business Facebook page, J Marqeting, in the videos or live tab. You can go back and watch content going back to as far as 2015, 2016, guys. I've been doing this. So if you have questions, hit me up. If you're a realtor, if you're in the Central Standard Time Zone or the Eastern Standard Time Zone, you need somebody to make calls for you, I'm available. Let's talk numbers. If you need some help with your calling, just want to get better, have somebody to work with weekly with role play, one-on-one training, live call training. Let's discuss the details of my program and how I could help you, okay? I'll send you a link to my calendar and we can talk about that. I can also train your assistant. So if you already have an assistant or a team that needs some training, maybe you guys want to do a one-off, you want to bring me out to the office, that type of thing, I am available for that as well. I handle all of my bookings and calendar stuff, so just let me know for now. Eventually down the line when I start getting busy, I'll hire an assistant. But right now, I can still handle everything on my plate. But I'm not afraid to delegate either, guys. So I practice what I preach. I stay in my lane. I believe in full transparency always, for the most part. Now, I'm not going to tell you where my birthmarks are, but I will tell you my script. I will tell you what I say when somebody says we have an agent. I will tell you what platforms I suggest using, that type of thing, even if you're not engaged in my training program. So Instagram, it's been real. I'll catch you guys later. If you guys are tuning in over here, that's what's up. I'm sorry I didn't see you on IG. The Fresh Agent, Beyond Renovation 365. Pats, thank you. Everybody have a good day over here at IG. I'm going to end that. And then over here on YouTube, see you guys later, man. Always, it's been real. And Facebook.